Penguin Mod, switch and case blocks explained. Switch and case blocks are essentially if-then statements with multiple thens. Your switch block acts as your if, and your case is your then. All case blocks must be inside of a switch block, and normally there's multiple cases inside of one switch. So I have some set up over here. I'm just going to grab that and put that right in here. There are 4 different case blocks. Each of them say something a little bit different. So how it works is you put in a variable. I have a variable called loop picker, and when I hit go, it's going to take a look at the loop picker variable and run the case that matches this value. So if I were going to set this to 3, we're going to get a gem. Look at that. So fancy. So fun. So what you can do is something like pick random. 1 to 4. And we'll get some random loot each time. Alright, now say we want to introduce player level. And we say we don't want this player to get a key out of this chest unless they're up to a certain level, say level 5 or something. So we'll grab our level, player level, and say if our player level is greater than 4, then we can run this case. So we can put that in there. And if we roll 4, nothing's going to happen. We're not going to say anything. It is drawing this case. Another thing we could do, if we are feeling really fancy, we could grab us a exit loop block, or exit case, I guess. We could put this in here, and basically what this does is it kind of cleans it up a little bit. If you have a lot of code inside of here, you don't really want to wrap it all inside of this block here. So what you can do is you can just exit case at the very beginning and have all your code beneath it. So now when I run, it's gonna, if it gets to 4, it's still not gonna happen. It's still not gonna. Oh wait, that's wrong. Okay. I did some debugging. Turns out I just had the wrong block. Boom, there we go. If player level is less than 4, we're going to exit case. And there. What it's done is it's drawn a 4. It's drawn the 4 case. It saw that the player wasn't at a high enough level, and it exited case before it could run this say block. Now, if we were to set the player's level to something like 6, then we will be able to draw the key. Oh, there it was. I saw it. Okay, we just weren't drawing it. Anyway, okay, yeah, so it does work. That's how you use the exit case block. Very, very useful. All right, now say we want to get a gem. We have case 3 says getting a gem. We want to get a gem when it draws a 3 and a 5. So we can grab this block instead of doing this. We could do this. And now we'd get the gem if it drew a 3 or 5. But instead, I'm just going to throw this block right here. Boom. If this is we're going to have to update our range. If this draws a 5, it's going to find this block here and say, oh, we run the next case when it's a 5. So at some point in here, we're going to draw a gem. There it is. Look at that. And now we're going to draw a gem more than anything else because it's a 2 out of 5 instead of a 1 out of 5. Alright, and finally, we want to foolproof our chest. Say someone sets this random range to an illegal amount. If this were to draw a 6, nothing would happen because there's no case that runs when 6 is drawn, which is bad. We want something to happen every time, so what we can do is grab this. Well, maybe it's not bad for you, but in this case, we want something to happen every time. So there's this fancy little block called switch default, which obviously has a default parameter, as opposed to this one just has a switch. So if we're going to switch over to the switch in default, we can slap you get nothing inside of default, and now when we draw 6, because there's no case that matches 6, it'll run the default, and we're going to see if we can get it. You know what? Loop picker. Set it to 6. Boom, we get nothing. And that is basically it. That is all the switch and case blocks explained. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will catch you later.